other people that have inspired you and how they've impacted tribal?
The story of Netflix. Yeah, man, that's a serious.
That was also a podcast.
No, just the story of the CEOs of the guys who founded in Netflix. I think those guys also are inspirational. Mark Randolph is the guy that actually came up with the idea of in Netflix in the early stages. Obviously, delivering AMA DVD. That was the initial idea. How do you deliver something?
99.999% of people probably don't know that.
Oh, they don't know
Netflix started off by delivering DVDs. They think someone came up and said, let's create a streaming service.
That came later.
Sure.
It's like 3 years later. That came later. Why those guys inspire me? And I remember Mark Randolph, one of his principles is start now. So what the guys did, Mark Randolph with the current CEO, I forgot his name. He's the other co-founder of Netflix. So they used to commute together to work. And Mark Randolph would pitch the ideas to, why am I forgetting the current CEO?
You can Google, please. We've got time.
Reed Hastings. I don't need to Google these things, man. Reed Hastings is the current CEO of Netflix, co-founder with Mark Randolph. So Mark Randolph pitches to me, and he's been pitching a lot of ideas. So I'll get to the inspiration of why the Netflix thing's been pitching a lot of ideas. Personalized shampoos, personalized beds, like stupid stuff, man. And Reed kept on saying no, because he was the founder of whatever idea Mark Randolph was going to come up with. It's like, no, man, let's deliver DVDs. And then Reed Hastings and Mark, they're like, look, let's go now to airports or now and deliver it to my house now. They did
see
that.
How long it takes.
It took, I think, 6 to 7 hours. Now they're like, okay, now we know how long it takes. We can build some sort of a model. and what's inspiring about that is the fact that whatever thought or idea you have, try to do it now.
Sure.
Don't think too much of the business plan. This is what I need to do. And that's where most people get stuck. They don't want to start the thing now. So Lena, I try to do that with a lot of things now. I'm like, okay, this is the idea. Let's do it.
Pilot.
Yeah, this
pilot prototype.
Yeah, we talk a lot. And Mark Randolph, he left in Netflix as the CEO, and Reed Hastings came through. And he speaks up. So what he does now is a venture capitalist. Most of them are now, venture capitalist.
What's a venture capitalist for a person that doesn't know?
It's people who fund businesses that can make a lot of money in the future, in the smallest way of without unpacking it too much.
Okay.
Unless you can unpack it better.
No, it's okay. It's basically an investor that invests in startups more than anything that other people wouldn't fund. Because if you can get funding from a bank, a government institution, it's easy. So the venture capitalists are like gamblers, but they gamble on businesses and business ideas, and they hope that they'll scale.
So Omar, what he has now is a venture capitalist, and he spoke about a story about the idea that you need to start now, So he's at some college, he's giving a speech, and this lady stands up, she's like, no, man, here at Res, I want to start a business where I want to rent out my clothes because I'm a female and women love clothes. In fact, I want to rent it out, So should I drop out of school and start this thing, business plan, go to venture capitalists, maybe you could be one of them. There's a whole business model. And he said to her, don't drop out of school. This is what I need you to do. Today, get a paper, write on it, I rent out clothes.
Yeah.
Put it in the front door. He says, immediately you're going to know how many people are going to walk in there.
Yeah.
So the idea you thought of renting, will it happen or not?
Yeah.
Number 2, let's say they come in. Now you're going to learn about the clothes. What type of clothes do they take? Do they bring back the clothes? After they bring it back, are you going to go to dry cleaning or not? How long does the dry clean come back? What type of colors do these females like? Do they steal some of the clothes and not bring it back? Says do that for the whole year. Then you already have the business model. By the time it's next year, you don't have to come out. You don't have to leave varsity. Sure. You would have given us the template because you would have done it. So he says in anything, do it now.
Start.
And don't what you are waiting.
There was a lady, I don't know if it was Sheryl Sandberg, I could be wrong. Was she the COO of Facebook? But one of these ladies, I just know that she's a big deal, but one of these ladies in Silicon Valley was saying, when you have an idea, create a prototype, pilot it in a small sample size so that you have something. It's one of the things that makes me really sad about a lot of the kids that come into my DMs. But dingy funding, but I think I literally responded to one today. They were speaking about what idea was it? Oh, they've built an app. I don't want to give away the idea, but this guy has built an app and he wants to meet politicians or funders because he thinks this app will change a certain industry. And my question is, have you tried it out? Have you advertised it? Have you got any data? Because you want to meet to Patrice and you're like, I just have this idea. If I can just meet to Patrice, it doesn't work like that. You need to have some kind of, and you're like, but Don, I don't have in you. I'm like, try it with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. Try it with them and be like, I've tried with these 5 people. But also you don't go to Patrice. You go to your uncle owning you who takes, I tried this with my family. Can we try it with the extended family? And then from there you try. And then when you get to a point where, okay, we could scale this thing, but we need 100,000. Who can give you 100,000? Not Patrice. Patrice won't give you 100,000. He'll give you $1 million. You're going to waste his time. Find the person that 100,000 is still something to him and they still want to be involved. That's all. I wanted to give the example, Glento Shoyo, of the guys who founded Airbnb.
Yes.
That
I know
they also
well.
started Airbnb and they would book to go and sleep at people's places. To go and see, like, say, does this thing work? That's very important.
And people don't know that, and it was based on it was a tech conference. There was a huge tech conference, whether it's LA or New York. And whenever people would come through, they wouldn't know where to sleep because the hotels were too expensive.
Sure.
And they just went to people's houses to rent, to book. So it's starting, man.
And those are small ideas, because we've become so lazy. And we
Very
all
lazy.
want $1 million ideas.
Yeah.